Hey guys, this is Moonlight Tarot here. Today we're going to be doing a reading on Miss Fenty, Rihanna. So without further ado, let's begin. So my first question about Rihanna is going to be, how does she feel about her success right now? Spirit, how does Rihanna feel about her success right now? Okay. So yeah, the first thing I'm getting, she's making a lot of money. And this is something that she's planned for a while. I mean, I really do feel that business is going incredibly good for her. So you have the woman holding a coin right here. That means that she's making a lot of money. And this is something, I'm just getting the feeling that this is something that she planned for a long time coming. And the people love her, you know, like she's getting out, she's meeting new people, she's making a new name for herself. Like this kind of feels like this is aligned with what she has always wanted to do. Like this is where her true heart is. But that doesn't mean there isn't issues. I am getting though, like I said, this is where her true heart is. This is what she needs to be doing. And you guys are like, what do you mean? What she needs to be doing? I'm talking about her Fenty brand. I'm not necessarily talking about her music. But yeah, so I'm going to read a little bit more into this storm warning. Spirit, can you explain that? Something may be happening in the future that's going to throw her a little bit off balance. It could be, this is going to sound weird, but it sounds like drama, not necessarily drama behind the scenes or drama behind the scenes that kind of makes it out to the scenes, and is going to be about her makeup specifically. I don't know if it's going to necessarily be about her, like the whole brand. It could be, but I'm specifically getting more so like the makeup. It seems like maybe some, maybe like what? But it really does seem like it could be something along the lines of YouTube drama, or somebody gives her a bad review, or just something, and it's somebody who she actually likes, and so this kind of like throws her down, like, wow, why would you do that? Because it kind of feels more personal than it does business wise. But yeah, I see her trying to get over that. But overall, you know, I do see her having success. So that's basically how she's feeling about her success right now. What does the future look like for Fenty? What does the future look like for her business, Fenty? Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I just see a lot of good things, but it's not like this isn't a lesson. She has multiple ways of where she can take this from here on out. Like she's thinking about how to make it more, how to make it even, you know, bigger than what it is now, because it's already getting really big. But it just seems like whatever choice that she does make, it's not really going to hinder her. It's only going to help her. Like this is really, this is really like manifestation right here to its finest. It's not really like a, oh, like this is meant to happen. It's like more so like manifestation, and she's just making things work. Just sticking to the plan, you know, and this is building up her inner strength. But I do feel like there's some lessons to be learned here, which could explain these cards. So she does have a lot of lessons that she's going to have to go through, and I'm hearing lessons on who to trust, how to analyze people. And you would think, you know, like I've been into business since what, 2000 and like what, 6, I think that's when she came out. So she's been in the business for a long time, and she's still learning how to actually trust people, because there are some people who are in this industry that cannot be completely, you know, they're not honest with her. But I do see her healing through all of the issues that she will face. I see her overcoming it, like I said with the last deck. I got the sacral chakra upright, so I do see her healing, overcoming it, and I see her just spiritual growth all around. Just spiritual growth all around for Rihanna. So this is a really good reading so far. My next question is going to be, what is her relationship with Hassan looking like right now? What is Rihanna's relationship with Hassan looking like right now? What is her relationship with Hassan looking like? Okay. So Rihanna is really focused on her money here. It's not that the relationship is dead, but I do see some issues. The main thing I'm getting is he's kind of feeling a little controlling. I'm not trying to say he's a controlling person, but more so like it really feels like he's asking her, do you want me or do you want your business? Like you're obviously having a hard time focusing on both. That's what it really sounds like here. And she needs to make time for her relationship. She needs to make time for her relationship in order for this to work. It's not like they don't love each other. They definitely do. They definitely do. This definitely seems like it was just like a blessing for her, a blessing for him. And I see them constantly getting back together. As the energy stands right now, I see them just like going through the thick and thin. But it doesn't, and this card really feels like it's Hassan. It doesn't really feel like Rihanna. It feels like it's Hassan. And I feel like he has to understand that he is able to live without her. Yeah. Trying to figure out, was there another message I heard? No, yeah. He needs to figure out that he was able to live without her, really. I mean, but, you know, the love is still there. Finances and career. That's Rihanna focusing on her money. Let's see if we can pull anything else on that. Where's the relationship life right now? Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say that they're twin flames, but, like, the love is there. It's definitely not dead. The love is there. I'm trying to see if I can get anything else. Karma. Yeah, it's like them having to figure out how to better communication. That's really the biggest issue that they're going through right now. And interesting enough, I don't know if this necessarily applies to Hassan right here, but there may be someone in their circle, in Rihanna's circle, that's kind of like controlling, but it doesn't really feel like a relationship. It feels like a romantic one. It feels like maybe someone in her group, not her manager, like, but someone in her group that kind of tells her, like, basically takes up all her time. Like, he's a friend of hers and he takes up all her time, and Hassan is like, you know, what about me? You know? So I definitely see that here. Just having to figure out how to communicate better with each other. And I mean, that's just a simple karmic lesson, but, you know, this card basically pretty much explains that the love is still there. Let's see what's going to happen in the future of their relationship. Let's see what's going to happen. Spirit, what is the future of Hassan and Rihanna's relationship? Okay, so this communication karma is even bigger than I was originally thought. What's the future? Okay, so starting off with these two cards reversed, your crown chakra and your throat chakra reversed. This is a bigger issue than I guess like what I was previously thinking. Like, they really have to figure out this communication thing, because it's getting in the way and it could possibly ruin the relationship. You know, this is an imbalance for them, and what I'm picking up is this is Hassan. This card is Hassan, and it's basically him not facing the fact that he has attachment issues. And that blocks her success, that blocks her progress. But eventually, he may grow from this, but I definitely do see attachment issues here. And I see Rihanna just having issues with opening up her heart. I think that she's been extremely hurt from the past, and she needs to let go. let go of what her past has done to her in order to make this work, because even though they are in love, even though they want to be together, it still seems like past relationships haven't fully healed. So another thing that the karma aspect is that they haven't fully healed from their past relationships yet in order for this relationship to work. And that's how it works. You know, you have to learn from your mistakes in order to have your best outcome, because if you don't learn from your mistakes, you won't have your best outcome. So it definitely feels like both of them have some karmic lessons they have to work through. And if they'll get married or not really depends on if they learn those lessons. And as of right now, it's not a guarantee that they will, but I do see hope in these cards. It's definitely not no, they're never going to get it. You're like, no, it seems like they will get it one day. So, yeah, that's basically it for now. If you guys have any more questions, you know, feel free to ask. You know, if you want me to read anybody else, feel free to ask. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a good one. Bye.